Welcome to the Rosecrans Foundation Launch to Life virtual experience. I'm John Williams from WGN Radio, and we talk about Rosecrans all the time on my show at WGN. At Rosecrans, the miracle of recovery is something that they witness every single day. As a national leader in addiction treatment and behavioral health, Rosecrans knows firsthand the importance of a high-quality treatment program tailored to an individual's needs. And today, that's more important than ever, especially for young adults. The number of opioid-related deaths in Cook County doubled in the first 6 months of this year compared to the same period of time last year. Last year, Rosecrans provided substance abuse and mental health services to over 10,000 individuals in Cook County and the Collier counties. The creation of the Recovery Living and Counseling Center at Rosecrans Lakeview in Chicago has been a valuable addition to the continuum of care that Rosecrans offers young adults. It makes life-changing recovery possible. This virtual experience provides a great opportunity for us to thank the supporters of Rosecrans Foundation's Launch to Life campaign. Here we will learn more about what is happening at Rosecrans Lakeview. First, we hear from Phil Eaton, CEO of Rosecrans Health Network.
This year, the Rosecrans Foundation Board of Directors has made the difficult decision that we're not going to gather in person for our Launch to Life campaign. Your involvement, however, is more important this year than it's ever been. Your support for the services that we provide at our Rosecrans Lakeview facility could not be more significant to the young adults that live there. Recent statistics have indicated that 1 out of 7 18 to 26-year-olds struggle with substance use disorder. This is the program that is targeted at our Rosecrans Lakeview to serve these young adults as they do indeed launch to their life in a drug-free, alcohol-free, sober living environment and take the next steps and develop those skills necessary to continue with their life. This pandemic has brought great isolation to many of us, and especially those that struggle with substance use disorder have found that the problems are even worse. We've seen this with the high demand for our services and programs. Since we started the Rosecrans Lakeview facility in 2016, we've served over 2,000 individuals in our outpatient and recovery home located there. Rosecrans Lakeview has had continuous operation in face of this pandemic, as with all of the Rosecrans facilities. These substance use problems do not go on pause in the face of a national pandemic. The needs are great. We're so grateful to the individuals that support Rosecrans, in specific this Launch to Life campaign and our Rosecrans Lakeview facility.
My name is Ann Boccianoni, and I'm the Executive Director of the Rosecrans Foundation. Thank you for being here with us today. I'd like to personally thank the board members of the Rosecrans Foundation and all the donors who have supported this special campaign this year. I want to recognize the lead donors for the Launch to Life campaign, our good friends at the Foglia Family Foundation, and our longtime board member, John McDonough, and his family who support us through the McDonough Foundation. Donor support to the Rosecrans Foundation allows us to reduce financial barriers to care that clients may face. And this year, the support for this campaign makes possible special programs like our Launch to Life program at the Rosecrans Lakeview facility. You may not see the faces of our clients, but please know that their gratitude and ours is immense for your support. Thank you for your commitment to recovery. And now I'd like to introduce Paul Gilmet, our Director of Access at Rosecrans Lakeview, so he can tell us a little bit more about those we serve at this unique place.
At Rosecrans Lakeview, we are privileged to witness great transformation in our clients as they venture out into their life of recovery. I'd like to share with you one of those stories. Recently, a concerned mom reached out to me with questions about how to get help for her son. Her son's college age and has been having trouble with addiction and drugs and alcohol, and has been finding himself in a pattern of 28 days at a treatment program, doing well for a period of time, and ultimately relapsing. This is a cycle that has gone on and on for years, and she contacted me with questions about our program and what we might be able to do to help. I talked to this mom all about our treatment program here at Rosecrance Lakeview, our intensive outpatient, our PHP program, and also got into a longer discussion about our recovery home, a structured, sober living environment where clients come to establish a firm foundation in their recovery. She asked if I'd have the same conversation with her son, and I said, of course I would. So ended up having a conversation with him, going over his questions that he had, and ultimately it was him that made the decision to say, I'm ready to do something different. I want to try something else to get better. So he decided to come to Rosecrance Lakeview. I recall being lucky enough to be here that day that he came to Rosecrance Lakeview, and I saw what we typically see, somebody who's a little nervous, maybe a little apprehensive about getting into a new environment, but he crossed that threshold and made his way in, and we ultimately worked with this client for about 6 months. Now, he was greeted by his roommates and got plugged right into his treatment program, but really availed himself to all of the services that we offer at Rosecrance Lakeview, spending time with our recovery specialists in building out a purposeful and meaningful weekly schedule, spending time with our recovery coach in building his resume, looking for jobs that would be fun and exciting for him, and also getting to spend time with our clients in 12-step meetings and doing things in the community that don't involve drugs and alcohol, and made him really feel good about himself, such as getting to the gym and working out or going for a run. Ultimately, 6 months later, it came time for him to discharge, and the person that walked through our doors was not the person that walked out of our doors. He went back to school, setting out to finish his degree that he once started and wasn't able to complete because of what drugs and alcohol had done to his life. We get calls from this client every couple months or so wanting to know how he can give back. How can I do something for Rosecrance Lakeview, because he believes he was given such a gift, and he's a pleasure to work with to this day. And this is just one of the many stories I could share about the life-saving and life-changing work that we do at Rosecrance Lakeview. And thank you to everyone who has played a part in contributing to the success of people at Rosecrance Lakeview.
Thank you to everyone who participated in today's virtual experience, and to the generous donors to the Rosecrance Foundation. You will see their names following on the screen here. And if you are moved by the mission of Rosecrance, please visit rosecrance.org/give. Thank you all, and thank you to Rosecrance and the Rosecrance Foundation for providing the gift of help and hope and lasting recovery to thousands each year.